Hi friends, so we are again live now. So we are again live now for the ratio and proportion day 2. So please, kal last day I was unable to take the class due to the different classes I had last day. So now I'm very sorry for that. So please come and watch the ratio and proportion day 2. कल मैं नहीं आ पाया, इसके लिए मैं आप सबसे क्षमा प्रार्थी हूँ। तो रेशियो का डे 2 हम स्टार्ट करते हैं। तो सभी लोग ऑनलाइन आ जाएं। Okay, so let's start with the very first question. So today we start with the proportion. Now, see, if A ratio B proportion with C ratio D, it means that A upon B is equal to C upon D also. So when we write A upon B is equal to C upon D, we can also write this A upon B is equal to C upon D. It means that A upon B and C upon D is equal to some number or something. So what is that number? So if you don't know that number, then we take generally it is K for some constant, right? So wherever you find this thing, you can use this formula first. Then second, by using this one, we can write A upon B is equal to K and C upon D is also equal to K. So from here, you can write A is equal to BK and C is equal to DK. This is the concept which you can use in the proportion. Now, the another concept is that in the proportion, A ratio B proportion with C ratio D. This means this AD and BC in proportion, both the extreme term, this is called extreme term, and this one is called mid term. So in the proportion, both the extreme term, multiplication of both the extreme term A into D is equal to both the mid term, which is B into C. In the proportion, what we have, the extreme terms multiplication and the midterm multiplication is always equal. That is, A into D is equal to B into C. Right? Now, we will move to use this concept. One thing more, suppose I give you a proportion 3:4 is equal to 2:5. Now, check whether this is a right proportion or not. So for that, what we will do? We will multiply this one and this one. So the multiplication of the extreme term must be equal to the multiplication of the midterm. That is 3 into 5 is 15, but 4 is 2 is 8, which is not equal. So it is not in proportion, not in proportion, right? Hi, Jakir. So here, this is not a correct proportion, right? So if you need to check whether something is for some ratio which you have given is in proportion or not, we can check it by using this. Now, see. So suppose you have given like uh, from here the another concept is to find the mean proportional, to find the mean proportional. But 2 minutes, we will do a question on it. So wait 2 minutes. So write a question like if A ratio B, if A ratio B is equal to B ratio C, if A ratio B is equal to B ratio C, then find the value, then find A ratio power 4 ratio B power 4 is equal to what? This is the question. Your options are AC B square, second A square ratio C square, then you have C square ratio A square, and then you have the fourth option is B square AC. So these are your options. So how you can solve this question? Hi Aman. So uh, you didn't revise the first day? Okay. Don't worry. Watch the first day division proportion again, and you will able to do the all question of last day. No problem. Now you concentrate on these questions. So try to solve this by using the concept of proportion which I gave you. Try to do it. So see now how I will we will do it. You pause the video and try to do the question. Okay, see how you will do this. We have given A upon B is equal to B upon C, right? And we need to find the power A raised to the power and B raised to the power 4. This is you need to find now. So A and B is here. So make the power 4. So here you also need to make the power 4. If you are making the power, doing the power 4 here, so you need to do the same thing on the next side. So it is A raised to the power 4 upon B raised to the power 4, which is equal to B raised to the power 4 upon C raised to the power 4. Now, we is it an option? No. Is it not an option? So what we can do here, see, the another concept is the multiplication of extreme term is equal to this one. So from here, what you can deduce, see from here, b square multiplication of the midterm is equal to multiplication of the extreme term ac. So put the value here. So it is b4, right? So you can write now this b4 can be written as b square b square. So what is the value of b square? AC. So b square is AC, and this b square is also AC upon c4. So c cancel. So you have a square, and here you have c square. So this is your answer, a ratio. This is your answer, a square ratio c square. Is it an option? A square ratio c square? Yes, this is your option. Second. So this is the answer. Now, move to the next question. So, now what we need to learn some another concept like what is the proportional? What is the proportion? So, how we find the proportional? See, if you are writing A ratio B is proportion with C ratio D, then what it means, it's mean that this one is called first proportional. This one is called first proportional. This one is called second proportional. Second proportional. And this one is called third proportional. This one is called fourth proportional. Right. So what happens in the question? You have given the different numbers, and they will ask you to find the proportional. So how you will find the proportional? Now see. So give the heading mean proportional. Give the heading mean proportional. See here, mean proportional. Mean proportional. Mean proportional. So, hey Rudra, what is the mean proportional? Don't know. Why you don't know? From where you came? Mufli. So why you don't know? You passed your 10 plus 10th exam by yourself, or someone else gave your exam? Okay. So Vinay, you? No one. Okay. So guys, don't worry. Okay. Let's see. So to find the mean proportional, you have always been given two numbers like A and B. They will give you two numbers, and you will be asked to find the mean proportional. So see, always mean, average, mean always come in mid. So let the mean is M. Okay, two number is given. We need to find the M. Mean is always in mid. So how we can write is in proportion A ratio M proportion with M ratio B. So the multiplication of these two terms are equal. You know the midterm and extreme term are equal. So M square M square equal to AB. So what is the mean proportional? Under root AB. So if you have given like find the mean proportional of 4 and 9. So how you will find mean proportional? So you can find it direct way, m equal to 4 into 9, which is 36 and 6. But how you can write it in proportion? Here it is m, mean proportion. So 4 ratio m proportion with m ratio 9. So multiplication of this one and this one is equal. So m square equal to 36. So what is the value of m? This square will go this side and 36. So the square root of 36 is 6. Understood? Okay, good. So do this. Now, we will move to the another proportional, which is called third proportional and fourth proportional. So how you can find the third proportional? So before finding the third proportional, we do the another question of the mean proportion, which came in SSC CPO examination. So right, find the mean proportional between 3 plus root 2 and 12 minus root 32. Find the mean proportional between the 3 plus root 2 and 12 minus root 32. How you can find the mean proportional? Try to do it. Go fast, go fast. Do it. Who will give the answer? Rudra, beta. No. Whether it will helpful for you. So watch this video. Whether I will be there or not, you must watch all the video and try to learn the maths. It will this math will change your life. Math and one of the language, like either you can go for the English or Hindi, whichever you like. You one language you must have uh, a good command on the language, right? Rudra. So keep it in mind, beta. So how you can find the mean? See here. Mean is this one and this one in under root. So 3 plus root 2 and 12 minus root 32, right? So see here, how you can open the bracket, multiply this one here and then multiply here. So 336 minus 3 multiply here, so 3 root 32 multiplied. You can multiply 3 inside. Suppose you have a multiply b, root b. So you can write it a root b. But you have, if we have a, root b, then you can write multiply ab and under root. So here, this one, then this one multiply here and here. So root 2 multiply. So this is plus 12 root 2 plus minus minus root 2 root 32 root 64. Now if you solve it, 36 minus this one is 32 na, so you can write it na 16 to 32. So 16th root of 16 is 4, so 4 will come outside, so 4 into 3 is 12, and here you will have root 2. Now here you have 12 root 2. Now what is the root of 64 is 8. This plus and minus, same thing in plus minus is cancelled. 36 minus 8, what do you have? 28. So how you can find the root of 28? You can write so 28 na 16 minus 8 8 and 2. Yes, so 7 4 is 28 na. 4 take out 4 through 2, root of square root of 4 is 2 outside, and then you have left with 7. So this is your answer, right? So copy it and move to the next question. How we can find the mean proportional? How we third proportional. So I'm erasing it. In case of problem, you write it in comment. But the thing I am giving you, the concept I am giving you is sufficient, and find try to solve your problem with your own self. In case of you having repeated problem, then you ask me. But try to solve your problem by your own. Make it your habit. Not in education, in everywhere in life. Solve it problem by doing yourself. Otherwise, you will get in problem. You will entangle in problem. Right. So find the third proportional. Third proportional. Third proportional. How you can find the third proportional? So for the third, to find the third proportional, you must have given two numbers. So you must have given two numbers, right? So like you have given, suppose you have given A and B. So B is a second, first, second, third proportion will come here. This is T. So how you can write it in proportion? A ratio B, proportion B ratio T, right? So AT multiply this one. So AT, this extreme term multiplied by this one. So AT proportion, this is B square. So what is the value of T? B square upon A. So this is your third proportion, right? Okay. How you will find the fourth proportion? Fourth. To find the fourth proportional, you must have given at least three number. So A, B, C. Three number is given. Third, fourth proportion will come here. F. So multiply. How you can write it in proportion? A, B, proportion C ratio F. So multiply of this one and this one. So AF is equal to BC. So what is the value of F? BC upon A. This is your fourth proportion. Fourth, proportional, not proportion, proportional. So copy it, right? After copying it, write the question. Find the fourth proportional, find the fourth proportional to 0.12, 0.21 and 8. Find the fourth proportional to these numbers, right? Do it. Okay, so now we need to find this question. So guys, where the fourth proportion will come? Here. So how you will write in proportion? This way is to write the proportion 8 ratio F. So multiplication of this two and this two is equal. So 0 point is a point. 0.12 into F is equal to 0.21 into 8. So what is the F? 0.21 into 8 upon 0.12. Point cancel because you have two digit here, two digit here. So the same digit, point cancel. 4 2 ja 8, 4 3 ja 12, 3 7 ja 21. So you have 14 is the answer. Right? No. So this is the proportionality, how you can find the third, first, all the proportions. Now, there are some basic concept, little bit more, like how you will find the duplicate ratio. Duplicate ratio and subduplicate. So if you have given A ratio B and you need to find the duplicate ratio, so what you need to do is square it. This is the duplicate ratio. How we will find subduplicate ratio? Find the square root of them. So you will find the duplicate. This is the duplicate ratio, this is sub-duplicate ratio. If you have given A and B, you need to find the triplicate ratio. Triplicate. So A cube ratio B cube. And what is the sub-triplicate? Sub-triplicate ratio, you need to find cube root of A ratio cube root of B. This is the duplicate and triplicate ratio. The general concept generally is not, it's not come in exam, but just for the information. Now we will move to the next question and of the ratio, which generally comes in exam, the main questions. So write the first question. The first question is, among 132 examinee of a, write the question, among 132 examinees of a certain school, comma, it was 132, comma, the ratio of successful to unsuccessful student is 9:2. 9:2. Full stop. Had 4 more student passed, had 4 more, 4 means 4, this is 4, 4 more students passed, then the ratio of successful to unsuccessful students would have been. Now listen again. Among 132 examinees of a certain school, comma, the ratio of successful to unsuccessful student is 9:2. Full stop. Had 4 more student, had 4 more students passed, then the ratio of successful to unsuccessful a student would have been. Means in an examination there are 132 student. In an examination you have 132 student. The number of students who successful and unsuccessful is 9:2. The question is saying if 4 more students had passed the examination, then what would have been the ratio of successful and unsuccessful student now? Right? So now see how you will do the question. Anyone? See. So successful and unsuccessful student out of 132 is 9:2. Right? Means if the 9 student is successful, then unsuccessful is 2. So total number of student is 11. But the question is saying the total number of student is 132. So how you can make this 11 132? See, successful is 9, unsuccessful is 2. So you have 11 student. But the question is saying total student is 132. So how you can make this 11 132? What you will multiply here? So to know it, see, 132 divide by 11. You will get 11 1 11, 11 2 22. So if you multiply 12 here, you will get 132. So if in the math, if you are multiplying somewhere, multiply everywhere. So multiply 12 here also and 12 here also. So you have successful student, 12 9 108, and unsuccessful student is 12 2 24. Right. Now the question is saying if 4 more student had, if 4 more student passed. So if the 4 more student passed the examination, then 4 less failed in the examination. Okay, if you're adding here, you must subtract here. Listen, why? 4 more student passed, it means 4 student less to fail. So you have 112 passed student and 20 failed student. Divide it to find the ratio. 2 1 2, 0. Or you can 4 5 20, 4 2 8, and 4 8 32. 28:5 is your answer. This one is your answer. Right? If you are not getting the thing, you can repeat the video. Go some just repeat the video. What we can do, right? Next, write the next question. In a regiment, in a regiment, in a regiment, in a regiment, the ratio of in a regiment, the ratio between the number of officer to soldier in a regiment, the ratio between the number of officer to soldiers was 3 ratio 31 before the battle. Full stop. In battle, six officers and 36 officers and 22 soldiers were killed, and the ratio become 1 ratio 13. After this, the ratio become 113, 1 ratio 13. Find the number of officer in the regiment before the battle. Find the number of officers in the regiment before the battle, right? So question is saying in our regiment, this is the number of officer and soldiers ratio, right? So the battle took place, and after the battle, 6 officers and 22 brave soldiers died in the battle. So after the battle, this is the ratio. So question is saying, what is the total number of officers initially in the regiment, right? So now see how we can do it. Anyone? Do you have answer? Vinay, Rohit, Jakir, the students on Skype. No, Rudra, Pita. No. Okay. See, last time when I was uh, in the first lecture, I told you, if you didn't watch that lecture, please watch the ratio day one, right? In the ratio, everywhere you have here R and R, right? R and R multiplied here. So 3R upon 31R is the initial ratio. 6 officer died and 22 soldier died. After that, the ratio become this, right? So just multiply, cross multiply, 13 3 ja 39 ratio minus 13 6 ja 78 is equal to, multiply 1 here, so you will get 31R minus 22. So if take the variable one side here, 39, this will come here, so it's a plus here, minus 31, 39 ratio minus 31 ratio is equal to, this will go this side, so 78 minus 22. Oh, sorry, it's not visible now. So up to here it is visible, right? I'm doing here. So if you multiply, the cross multiply, 13 3 ja 39 ratio minus 13 6 ja 78 ratio is equal to 13 1 ratio minus 22, right? So move it here. So 39 ratio minus 31 ratio is equal to both that side. This one, so you have 39 minus 130 is 8 is equal to 6 and 5 8 7 ja 56. So value of R is 7, right? This is the value of R. So originally the officers was 3R. So 3 and the value of R is 7. It means 21. And originally the soldiers was it's a 31 ratio. So 331 into 7, you will get 7 1 is 7, 7 3 is 21, 217. So initially you have 21 officers. Is it visible? No, it's not visible. Okay, I'm repeating it. Don't worry. So initially you have the officers is this one now. So 3 and the value of R is 7. So if you multiply, you will get 21 original officers. Initially, before the battle, the number of officers was 21. So copy it and move to the next question. Write the next question. Write the next question. So your next question is, there is a ratio of 5 is to 4. 5 is to 4 between the two number. This is the two number. Between the two number. Once right again. There is a ratio of 5. There is a ratio of 5:4 between two numbers. Right? Full stop. If 40% of the first number, if 40% of the first number is 12, then find the 50% of the second number. Right? Do it. The question is, there is a ratio of 5 is to 4 between two numbers, right? Then if 40% of the first number is 12, then find the 50% of the second number. Okay, do it. Anyone? Okay, see here. So here you will take R, here R. So the question is saying this is the true number, right now. So in ratio we multiply R everywhere, right? So question is saying 40% of the first number. 40% of the first number is 12. 0 0 cancel. 4 4 gone to the nani's place. So it's a 5 2s are 12. So R, this 2 will multiply here. So value of R is 6. So this number is 6 5 ja 30. This number, second number is 6 4 ja 24. The question is saying find the 50% of the second number. So 50% means half. So half of 24 is 12. So your answer is 12, right? Answer is 12. Now move to the next question. Write the next question. The income of A, B, and C are, the income of A, B, and C are in the ratio 3:7:4. This is the income ratio. And their expenditure ratio, is 4:3:5. Right? Full stop. Then write, if A saves rupees 300 out of his monthly income 2400, then find the savings of B and C. Right? So this is the income ratio, this is the expenditure ratio. How you will find it? Now see, the question is saying A saves 300 out of his monthly income 2400. So it means the income of A is not 3, the income of A is 2400. This one is 2400, right? So how you can make this 324? By multiplying 800. So multiply 800 here also. So you will get 5600, the income of B. Multiply 800 here. So you will get income of C 3200, right? Now the question is saying, now we got the income. Now question is saying that this A saves 300 rupees. So if A saves out of 2400 300, if A is saving 300, then what is his expenditure? 2100, 24 minus 3, 2100. So this 4 is not, it must be 2100. So how you can make this for 2100? Divide 2100 by 4. You will get 4 5 to 20, 4 to 10, 4 5 to 20. Right. So if you multiply 525 here in the 4, you will get 2100. So multiply 525 here also, because it is the rule of the ratio. If you are multiplying something here, multiply everywhere in that terms. So multiply 525 here also. So what is the expenditure of B? Multiply it. 15, 7, 25, and this one 5 50. This one 25, 6, 2600, 2600 and 25. So this is the income of B. This is the expenditure of the B. So what is the saving of B? Subtract it. 2504. And what is the saving of C? Out of 3200, he expand this one. So if you say 75, 11 minus 6, 5. So this is the saving of C. So this is the saving of B. This is the saving of C. Copy it. Got it, man? Everyone? Okay. So if you see in the whole ratio, you just need to make the numbers according to the given number. Make that ratio according to the given number and you will get the answer. Sure, you will get the answer. And same thing we will do in every chapter, in all the chapter, each and every chapter, we will do the question like that. We will not use any formula or any trick or something like that. This is how the numbers flow in mathematics. You must know how the number flow in mathematics. Right? So don't memorize the trick. If you are memorizing the trick, so suppose there are 20 trick in a chapter, or at least at least 10 trick in a chapter, then in 30 chapter you have 300 tricks. So at the same time in examination it is very tough to recall all the trick. So in to qualify the examination, if you're aiming to just qualify the examination, go to the trick, go by the formulas, no problem at all. But if you are aiming, your aim is uh, more than out of 200, 160, 170 above, then you need to do the things. You will need to work out everything, right? Your methodology throughout the whole maths must be same. Like it's not like somewhere you're doing something else, somewhere is doing the other way you're doing something other thing. So in whole mathematics you must have the same method so that you will not confuse in your examination, right? So do this thing and work on it. See, only I am teaching you, just my teaching is nothing fruitful for you. Watch the video and then solve the question, more question and more question. So doing that, you can solve the question only. Uh, I will tell you the story of my one of my students. She is in external affair ministry. She did in that time around 30,000 question of the maths. And the main thing, the question, see, unable to understand. Some questions are like which we can't understand. So with the same situation with her, she memorized that answer. So if the exam in examination it will appear, you will just click the take the answer, right? So you will do many things. You memorize the thing, you will understand the thing. To qualify the examination, you need to do everything, each and every way you know, to qualify the examination with a great mark. If you are just want to qualify the examination, do anything if you want. Right. Go to the next question. Like Between two consecutive years, write the question, between two consecutive years, my income are in the ratio 2:3. Between two consecutive year, my income are in the ratio 2:3. And the expenses in the ratio 5:9. And expenses in the ratio 5:9. If my income in the second year is 45,000 and my expenses in the first year is 25,000, find my total saving for 2 years. Find my total savings for 2 years, right? So how you can do this question? Make the things, make the number as it is in given, make the ratio as it is given in the question, right? So this is A, this is B, this is the income, this is the no, this is the consecutive years. Year in year one, this is the income. In year two, next year, this is the income. Expenditure is this one. Now the question is saying what? Uh, in the second year, the income is 45,000. In second year, this is the second year income. It must be 45,000. So, dear student, how you will make this 345,000? By multiplying 15,000, right? Memorize the table up to 12, up to 20, and the 20, table of 25. It will be very helpful for you. And memorize the square up to the 30 at least, right? And the cube of 20 up to 20, right? And memorize the table. It will very helpful for you, right? So this one. So if you are multiplying 15,000 here, so here also you multiply 15,000, right? So if you multiply 15,000 here, it's a 30,000. Okay, my dear students. Okay, so and now the question is saying the first year my expenditure is 25,000. This in the first year the expenditure is 25,000, right? Hey, Mr. Vikas, you are getting the thing. Vikas, you, Mr. International, we are safe. So this is 25,000. So how you make this 525,000? By multiplying 5,000, easy. So make multiply 5,000. Here also you will get 95,000 expenditure in the second year. So in the first year, the income is 30,000, expenditure is 25,000. How much is saved? 5,000. Subtract it. And in the second year, the income is 45,000, expenditure is 45,000. What is the saving? 0 rupees. So what is the total saving in for the 2 years? 5,000. This is the total saving for the 2 year, right? Do it. Now move to the next question. This is the way which you know to do your question, to solve your question. Now try to solve the more question, more doubt, more question. Okay, if you are giving daily 8 hour, daily 8 hour and up to 5 months, you first do the questions. If you don't have our book, you can use Kiran chapter wise book. It is available in market. You can use that book. If you don't, if you don't have our book or our pen drive, you can use that book also, right? So from that book, do the first all the chapter, do the your doubt question, and and work out what you can do. What is your short way when you give your examination, right? So after doing this, the time comes to give the more test. So give the test at least before the examination. You must give 50 test, right? Before the 1 month of examination, you always must dedicate your time to give daily 1 or 2 test, right? So in this way, you will qualify in 5 and 6 months. You can easily take a government job, right? But you need to work out everything. You can't um, like someday if we are studying 2 hour, another day is studying 8 hour, and after the 2 days we got sleep, right? So study regular, without any fail, and without down your morality, right? So sometimes, see, if you are doing the question, if you are preparing for the examination, sometime in your life it will come, a situation will come when you are feeling, no, 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 leave it, who will prepare, this is very hard. Okay, so at that time you memorize the first day why you started to prepare this examination, and start to see your dream. Then it will give you enthusiasm, and you will do your things again and again, right? You can watch a great movie on it, the Sasank Redemption. You can watch that movie. It is very helpful for you. You will see how when you are very near to the success, it is very at the verge of success. Means if you are like your success point is here, and you are here, at this point you will find that you will unable to do the you will unable to reach your success. But at that point, if you are self motivated, what is I am saying, self motivated, a successful student, a successful candidate must have self motivation. It is not I'm saying it, it's a I heard it by many great entrepreneur, by the mouth of many great entrepreneur, and somewhere else, right? So if you a successful student, successful person must be self motivation. You don't need motivation from the outside world. You need your self motivation. So from here to here you will get you will get the success if you at this point you are self motivated. If you are not self motivated, you will see just before the success, at the time of success, you lose your match, right? So be the self-motivated, do daily practice without fail. Without fail, you will qualify the examination and give it 100%. You will give the you will qualify the examination, right? So write the next question. The next question is the monthly income of two persons are in the ratio 2:3. The monthly income of two persons is 2:3, and their monthly expenses are 5:9, and their monthly expenses are 5:9. This is the income, this is the expenditure, and 5:9. If each of them saves rupees 600 per month, means he is also saving 600, he is also saving 600 per month, right? Then what is their monthly income? Then find their monthly income. This is A, this is B, their income ratio, their expenditure ratio. They are saving 600, 600 each, right? In a month. Then what is the income of A? So how you will do this question? See, okay. 2 minutes. Give me some time. Do first one another question, and then we will come to this question. First, write some another question. Right. The annual income of A and B, the annual income of A and B is, the annual income of A and B is 4:3. First, we will do this question, then we will move to this question. Don't worry. And the annual expenditure is 3:2. 3:2. And both of them saving 600, each of them saving 600. Then find the income of A and B, right? Now see how you will do this question. If your income is 4 rupees and expenditure is 3 rupees, it means out of 4, if you are 3 rupees, your expenditure is, means you are saving 1 rupees. Here, out of 3, your expenditure is 2 rupees, then your saving is 1 rupees, right? So this one, your saving is 1 rupees, 1 rupees. But according to the question, your saving must be 600 and 600. So how you can make this one 600? By multiplying 600. So multiply, if you are multiplying somewhere, in one place, multiply everywhere. So multiply 600 here, here also. So income of A is 6 into 4, 2400. Income of B, 3 into 6, 3 into 600. So 6 3 1800. So this is the income of A and B. Now you will move to this question. How you can solve this question easily? See, this is A, this is B, right? First you note down this question. Okay, very easy. 4 rupees income, 3 rupees expenditure. So out of 4 rupees, his expenditure is 3 rupees, means he's saving 1 rupee. Out of 3, his expenditure is 2, so he's saving 1 rupees. But the question is saying he is saving 600, 600. So you are saving this 1 is the saving. It must be equal to 600. So multiply 600 here, 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 here. So if you are multiplying here also, here, so multiply everywhere. So income of A is 6 into 4, 2400. Income of B is 6 into 3, 1800, right? Okay, when I do it, okay, I'm erasing it. Now this is the question. Now the question is saying by 2% their income is this one, their expenditure is 5 ratio 9. He is also saving 600 and he is also saving 600. What is the income of A and B? So now see, your income is 2 rupees and your expenditure is 5 rupees. How it can be possible? Income must be more than the expenditure or must be equal to the expenditure. If your income is 2 rupees and you're expanding 5 rupees, it's not possible. You can take the borrow, but here we take the ideal situation that if you are 2 rupees, you can't expand 5 rupees. Okay, so this is not the true ratio. Okay, so we need to make this ratio true. How? Whenever you have the situation, many everywhere, just not only here, we will find to make the ratio proper ratio, to make this ratio in a true ratio. In everywhere, in every chapter, you will require this method to use it. You need to do. You need to do how to make the true ratio. So see how you will make the true ratio. What is the difference of this one? 1. What is the difference of this one? 4. So multiply this 4 here and here. You will get 4 2 ja 8, 4 3 ja 12. And multiply this one here and here. You will get 5 ratio 9. Now see, your expenditure is 5 rupees. It means you are saving 3 rupees. Your expenditure is 9 rupees. It means you are saving 3 rupees. And your total expenditure saving is 600. See, this two are equal now. So this one must also equal. Why? Because if your saving is equal, then here is the ratio of saving is also equal. After income minus expenditure, you will get ratio of saving, income minus expenditure, saving. But all these are must be same. So this also must be same. If this is 2, this is 3, this is 2, then you are doing something wrong, right? So how you can make this 3 600? By multiplying 200. So multiply 200 here, 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 here. So what is the income of A? Income of A is 8 into 200, 1600. What is the income of B? 200 into 12, 2400. This is the income of A and B. Right? Do it. Okay, guys. So this is the this questions we did today. We will do the further one more day we require to do the ratio and proportion. So we will do it in day 3, right? Next day we will do it on the same day from same time, approx from 9:30 to 10:30. You must be on our YouTube channel, and you will see the ratio and proportion day 3. Okay. Till then, you just you must do the questions, right? First revise this question and then try to solve the question. If you're getting the problem, try to do it once again, think about it. Okay, if you're able to solve it, you will solve the questions in examination also. In case of problem, you can contact me at 920-5330671. You can send me the, see what is my number, 920-5330671. You can send your question to me. But one thing I am telling you, take the pick of the original question from where you are getting it. Don't, I will not give the answer of handwritten questions. Okay, and the question must be with the options, right? So whenever you ask a question, take the pick of the original question from where you are getting that question and with the options, right? Options are required sometime to solve the question, right? So you can send me WhatsApp me that image of the question, and I will send you the answer. Even we will if we have many questions, then we will discuss it on a live class, right? So your duty is started now. Revise it and then do the questions. One more day we require to finish the ratio. Next day we will finish the ratio, and after the ratio, we will start. Uh, we will start some another chapter. Okay, we will see what we can do. Or if you want to do a particular chapter, then write it in comment box. I will see and I will start that chapter. Right. So till then, goodbye. Uh, be careful and do a study. Right. Don't waste your time and do study more and more. Right. Bye. Good night.